Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca Adams. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Be excited with the possibility for your life when you can really play in that arena and know that you can be, do, have, and create whatever it is that you want, okay, and that you have choices. It is so exciting. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to have for breakfast? What are you going to do for a career? What are you going to do for a job? And guess what? You can always change your mind. You know, ask yourself the questions, what if I did this? What if I met this person? What if I lived here? What if I went for this job? What if? And really, jot it down on a pen and paper and then just let your mind flow and write everything down. Do you know what I mean? Or if you're going to type it out, type it out. But really play with the excitement and that vibration, that frequency, and that energy that you're holding on to with possibilities of what could be for your life, because your future self is cheering you on right now. Your future self is looking back at you right here, right now, as you're writing, as you're listening to me and going, yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it, because they're cheering you on. And if you think it's woo-woo, okay, it isn't. Trust me, think about it. You right here, right now, are thinking back to what you were doing this time last year or this time last month. You are now a future version of yourself from way back when. And guess what? You're not that person anymore. Don't allow trials and tribulations, people, words, everything to just kind of take over your brain so that you start being fearful, you start being overwhelmed, you just, question yourself constantly. You've got to play in the arena, okay? I remember going to New York, right? I've been many times. I absolutely love New York. And I went in 2015 and I went to the Yankee Stadium. Oh my goodness me, it is huge. It's amazing. And I was like, oh, yes. Obviously, they weren't playing. I went round as a tour and I was like, ooh, in that arena, the possibilities are endless. Are you going to hit it? Are you going to run? What are you going to do? All of it. It's just fantastic, okay? So if you can actually decide that the world's your oyster, because it is, you can be, do, have, and create whatever it is that you want. Really go into the frequency of that and go, actually, do you know what? I can design my days. This is amazing. This is awesome. Let's go. What's possible for me? Right? And start making a list. Okay. Now, if you don't like lists, I understand, but you're going to have create a vision board if needs be. Do whatever feels good to you in order to bring that excitement in, so that you're like, for example, you are, going on vacation, holiday. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? What are you going to wear? How long are you going for? Where are you staying? What activities are you going to do? Are you going to do any? Are you going to be at the beach? Are you going to go in the pool? What are you going to do? And I remember way back when I was a teenager and we went to Gran Canaria, and my mum had arranged us to go to, I always remember three places in Gran Canaria, right? One is Maspalomas with the sand dunes, absolutely incredible, right? The second one is Sioux City. So it's Sioux, Sioux City. And it's all kind of cowboys and Indians type thing. It was absolutely fantastic. We had a meal and everything else. And the third one is that we went on a camel ride. That was kind of scary as they mount, as you get off, because they go down, the legs go down first, and then you're kind of projected, pulled forward, you know what I mean? But amazing. Those memories are absolutely fantastic. But my mum had arranged all of that, and then fast track to 2015 when I actually arranged and paid for, and myself and my mum, I took her to Toronto, which is where my nan is born, and was born, I should say. And I took my mum to Canada. She'd never been before. I've been many times in the military and after, over in Alberta. But we went to Toronto, and I took her to Niagara Falls. We went to Niagara Falls. We went in a helicopter over Niagara Falls, and it was absolutely phenomenal. There is so much possibility for you to experience amazing things, for you to design your days, for you to make more money, and it's so exciting. So really think about, wouldn't it be exciting if you went for the job, you went for the career, you click publish on your, website, on your blog, you reached out to someone to go in a magazine or go on a show or whatever it is, you went for that promotion, you went for that relationship. Nothing is gonna kind of, I'm saying this with like, this is a disclaimer as I say it, but nothing's going to harm you with going for what you want in a way. Do you get me drift? Because the answer would always be no. You went for the job, no, you don't qualify for it, or you're not going to get it. Okay then. Because I always believe, and one of my mentors always says, it's this or something better. So it's all about, it's this or something better for me, because everything works out the way it's supposed to. And for things not to work out at the time, you need to know that it's part of your journey and your path to learn the lessons, to get bigger, better, bolder, wiser, stronger on something in order to propel forward. Or you're not meant to go on that path anyway. Okay? But you need to be excited with the possibility for your life. We are here for a very, very, very short time. You don't know when your time's up. When it's up, it's up. And it is all about really putting the fun in your life. Just because you became an adult, we say adult in the UK, I know it's adult in America, but you became an adult, that doesn't mean that you have to be like, nah, I'm an adult, can't do anything, rah, 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 everything's negative. It's like, bring the fun back into stuff. Start, deciding where you're going to go, what you're going to do. And I will say, it doesn't necessarily have to cost any money. You can find a local park, be out in nature, you can walk around a lake, you can do and be and whatever. You can go wherever. Do you know what I mean? So I really want you to play with, in the arena, the Yankee Stadium, in the arena of possibilities of your life. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What will light your soul up? And really, really go for it, because when you can really reframe everything from a negative to a positive, as Pitbull says, it really is absolutely phenomenal, transformational, and it will absolutely ignite your entire life. And then what you do, you build on it and you stack it up and you build on it again and again and again and again. So that when you've got the trials and tribulations and adversities, you get over them, you deal with them, you get them, forward, the right in front of you, and go, right, what am I going to do? Can I, get through this? How am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? Blah, 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 and then go on from there. Do you know what I mean? So it really is all about knowing that your life is full of possibilities, full of chances, full of transformations, full of opportunities for you to grasp with both hands. Open your arms and be open and willing to receive all of the goodness, okay? The negative stuff that comes in is there just to test you, to see if you have healed from something, if you can be a voice for yourself, if you can actually step up, if it is exactly what you want. And I know that when you flip a coin, are you ready? When you flip a coin, you already know the answer to what you desire, heads or tails, okay? So when you flip a coin, when it's in the air, before it lands on the floor, you already have your answer, because you are wanting it to be heads or tails, whatever heads and tails mean for you, yes or no, or, move or don't, or Spain or Italy, wherever you're going to go on vacation and holiday. So really know that the world is full of possibilities for you. Be excited, have fun, really play in the arena of life and go for it. Go to Rebecca.x. I have lots of offerings on there, includes my Ignite Live event, which is in April. So excited. Expansion, my massive, massive signature program. Awesome. And so much more, including coaching packages and everything else. So I'll see you over there.